Come here now, girl.
Hello and welcome to WhatsMap, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. I'm BonBonB and you're very, very welcome. So it's Friday, we've made it through yet another week and we're at the end of the week where Patreon get to have their shout. Yes, this is the Patreon voted in map, one that has been requested by the creator. It's part of a series, one that you might remember the name of, if not much more about it. We've reviewed two maps in the series so far, episodes 760 and 883, with a bit of a mixed bag in terms of scoring. 760 got 9 stars, which included 2 stars for detailing, oops, and 883 got 13 stars, which is a damned fine score. We'll talk more about the scoring of today's map as we go through, but before we do anything, I'd like you to rate today's show, if you can find maybe a like button. That's right, rating today's show really does support the channel, gets me seen by more people and helps me grow a little bit more every single day. Thank you for your support. Today's map is With Stars on the Horizon, La Sombra and the Wilds, National and DarkSky Park, Arca, by R-Starks 1125, because the first 1124 R-Starks have been taken. There's your start square. We've got a little bit of a road layout down there for you to start your first town. Then you have some terrain heights which look pretty solid, like them. And then resources are a little bit meagre. I mean, usable again, but I think a little bit more would be nice. Always a little bit more. And then if you've got Sunset Harbour and you want to do fishing, I don't think this is your map, but that's what you've got anyway, just in case you're interested. Off to the workshop, what do you need? Well, the answer is mass transit and also network extensions too. We'll be using Al's LA theme and Al's cinematic version 1. That's the one. I've got trees and rocks and some fences and trees and stuff. Logistically, it says there are no road connections and 2 rail connections, and then oops. Yes, we're all capable of an oops. The buddies are looking at me going, yeah, you did one this week, didn't you? Yep, I did do an oops this week on Patreon. And thank you very much for correcting me, because what I wrote made absolutely 0 sense. One wrong word can completely ruin a post, and I know. I mean, I corrected it quickly enough, didn't I? I think I was a good boy with that one. But yes, there are. It says no rail. So no road and 2 rail. When indeed what we've got is no rail and I think 3 road, 4 road, 3 road. Yeah. I've lost track of the road. Do you know what? I think I'm just going to start recording. No, I'm going to carry on. I'm clearly staggering here. I don't know why my brain is not functioning this morning. This is crazy. Anyway, let's ignore all of that and have a look at what we've actually got to play with. There's a plan. There is an absolute plan. So yes, it looks really very nice, today's map. That's the strongest point of the map. It does look really, really good indeed. We've got some very solid detailing going on. I'm going to say that as well, and you'll find a few areas of exceptional work, especially with rock work today. You're going to like some of the rock work. In terms of gameplay, I would say this is a strong gameplay map, probably a map that you're going to play once, but have a lot of fun doing it that once. Only one, if you exclude the resources, which it depends whether you want to be using resources, I guess, but if you exclude resources, there's only one what I would call gameplay issue on this one, and it's the one thing that hangs me back from giving it the next rating up in terms of stars. It's one of those bordering, is it a high this or a low that map, and I've opted with the low that, which you could argue it should get the higher score. But you could also say that also I'm going to do that with the detailing as well, because the detailing again is pretty plumb across the map, but there's a couple of minor bits that are enough for me to, is it a high this or the low that? And I feel that I'm dropping this map down where there might be extra. And of course with the aesthetics, there are going to be some of you that look at this and go, no, this is a 5-star map for aesthetics, and I would argue against that, but I would say that it is an absolutely striking map. So there's lots to discuss, and this is why we have a comment section, so feel free to discuss. Obviously be kind when you're doing so, and you don't have to be kind to me, but be kind to the creator. You know, so as long as you're not abusive to me, that's fine. Anyway, we're down into the start square area. You can probably make out some buildings in the distance. And this little road layout right here, which is all dirt tracks. Okay, if we're in the start square, it means we've got an asset of the day. Now, this one is a single one, but you can subscribe to... Well, use the not so unique buildings mod to grab multiple of them, because the Regatta Tower is a 4-building thing in Jakarta, and this has been created by fayeddd. Well, I just love the creators' names. It does make my day. Factoids, because it makes my day as well. On this day, the 3rd of July in 1976, Israeli commandos carried out a raid at the airport in is it Entebbe Airport in Uganda, rescuing 103 people being held hostage by pro-Palestinian terrorists. Cut the words out. Within a year, 2 films were made on the release, cashing in on the adventure. Oh dear. Well, that's just like capitalism gone crazy. Regatta Tower Jakarta by fayeddd, that one there. Great asset. Good to see it. Okay, now you notice they've got some. This is your start square. Yeah, could have been levelled out a little bit more for building if you're going to be popping. Although the buildings will actually level out and land themselves, I just feel it always looks a bit nicer, smoother. Now we have the dirt track, which you can see has an outside connection, and we do have traffic running through here. And it's slow. Admittedly, I've got the game on slow anyway, so the traffic's running slower than it would do normally. We have got this. I like this little arch here, brick arch or stone arch. Looks very, very nice indeed. Does encroach slightly onto the dirt road. Hopefully we've got some traffic coming. Hello? Well, there'll be some traffic coming in a minute. We'll just have a little look around the corner first of all, where we have a little observatory, which again, don't see it for ages, and we get 2 in a couple of maps, don't we? It's just the way it happens. And a well clipped in a jetty there. So this is a nice area, and also look at the rock work. The rock work is really very lovely indeed. Very, very lovely indeed. Now let's have a little look. We've got some traffic coming now, so we'll get back down into viewpoint just to see the traffic. You'll see it just kind of like grazes. It does obviously clip through, but if you have a look, it doesn't visually totally, it's just scratching the sides of the vehicles there. So yeah, that's a minor, you've got to really get your camera in a crazy angle to be able to see that, haven't you? So you could say that I'm being very pedantic with that one, and you would be absolutely 100% right. Great. So we have some really, really lovely rock work on this map, that's to be said. The traffic coming out here, this is where your 4-lane highway goes down to a 1-lane dirt track, which is like, yeah, okay. It emerges over here, again, very nicely concealed tunnel entrances. I'm liking the rock work. I'm really, really liking the rock work. A lot of effort, especially up here. Look at the amount of effort that's gone into the rock work up here. Now, those of you that are counting props might go, oh, no, I want to detail my city. Well, you're not going to be building the world's biggest city. You're not going to be... Oh, there's your network extension, slightly encroaching tunnel there, but not a huge problem. But yes, what I showed you just there where I turned off to the right, that is where the other highway is. And you could have connected those 2 highways up across each other. Instead, all your traffic is going to be running through your town. Now, what we have here, you notice this little side fence is just drooping a little bit down the side of this embankment. I like the bit of road. I like the way that the road is worked there, but a little bit more time spent on the fence detailing would be well approved of. And then we got your fertile land up here with the little just a nod to the hedges. I'm okay with the nod to the hedges like that. That's fine. That's absolutely lovely. Okay, edge of the map, which means we can take an intermission, come back to have a check out for the shipping.
Do you have trouble building on steep hills? Do your buildings continually glitch into or out of the ground? Then you need the Beginner's Guide to Building on Steep Hills by BonBonB. Click the information button now.
So, shipping. Do you think we got shipping? Well, we haven't. That's quite obvious, really. We've got no shipping. Got a few pools. But we do have air connections. And if you have a look here, the air connections do connect up very tidily, very cleanly. I'm very happy with all of those. We won't have any airplanes doing right angle turns. Water flow. So, with just some pools, let's just make sure we actually have water flow in those pools. And that, to me, looks like waterfall. It doesn't look like a waterfall. Do you know what? I'm just not going to say anything today. We have water flow in the pool, which is perfectly lovely. Okay, let's have a quick snoozy around. So we've got these deserty areas. They look amazing. Like the ridges, the terrain work is very, very clean and crisp and believable. Over here, we've got some farmlands. Now, this is where detailing can fall down a little bit. We've got these canals for irrigation, okay, but look at the harbour walls that are being used. They are just a little bit, first of all, glitching through the roads. A little bit glitchy through the roads there. And they're just a little bit wobbly. And that was just glitched out there. That's right, that'll glitch back in. There we go. But yes, they're just a little bit wobbly and just not very clean. Very difficult. They are difficult to do. I mean, I would say that it's not an easy task. Those hub walls are definitely troublesome. Again, great rock working going on here. We'll skip over here, and we've got this valley here has got some amazing rock working going on it. And as we go up, we've got some switchback roads over and above it as well, which is just very clean and tidy. I didn't really show that very well, did I? But it is clean and tidy work, and appreciated, genuinely appreciated. A little bit of resources here, and then over here a very, very pretty lake. Now this is nice detailing, pretty lake. This for me is like 5-star on its own in terms of detailing and in terms of aesthetics, and I like that a lot. I can't believe I haven't chosen that for the thumbnail. So anyways, we are just about the end of the review. We've had a look at everything that is of any merit at all, and it's your chance to vote on the map. Is it a 1-star map? Is it a 5-star map? Is it somewhere in between? Your vote really does count. We use it at the end of the month for the Viewer's Choice Top 10. Will this be one of the top 10 maps of the month? Only you can decide. Click the I button now. That'll take you to the voting page. You can log in using your YouTube, Facebook, Gmail, Patreon, Starbucks card, I don't know. Aesthetically, this is very nice indeed. I did say earlier I didn't think it was a 5-star map, but it is a very strong 4-star map, and that's exactly what I'm going to give it. Detailing, there are some exceptional areas, some 5-star areas and some 4-star areas. And then we got that canal area, and that on its own is enough to really drag this map down because it stands out. It's very hard not to see. I'm going to go for a high 3, but you might argue that the rest of it brings it up to a 4. Let me know in the comments. Gameplay potential. This is a very good once through Let's Play. A lot of fun to be had on that once through Let's Play, which would be enough for 4 stars, but I'm very concerned about the traffic coming through the start square. So I'm going to drop it down to 3 stars. That said, that would be fairly easy to fix in-game, but it would need fixing in-game. But 3 stars for gameplay potential. With Stars on the Horizon, blah de blah, La Sombra and the Wilds by Arstarks1125. That is a rock solid map and something a bit different, something that's a lot of fun and some exceptional areas. And I really regret not using that other thumbnail. I really should have focused on that area. Anyway, if you're still watching, you are in the 20 and out elite for 200 double points today, 200 population points. Use the word of the day. Should be pretty easy in the comments. But remember, this is the elite. Don't let anybody know where you're getting your population points from. I've been BonBonB, and I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching.